Hey guys, it's Jeff. I hope everybody's doing really well today. This is going to be part 5 of the MiniArt 3-ton cargo truck, the Blitz in 1/35 scale. I've got some more parts for the chassis I want to put on, and I want to put the subframe for the bed and all that stuff together and let it get dry. So let's go down the bench and we'll see what we can get done. All right, be right back. Thanks, guys. Here's the engine all finished up. Well, or at least as far as we got last time. I'm not going to need that right now, so I'll set it aside. But I want to get some of these parts taken care of today. There's a little box that'll go on the side that we drilled holes for. I'll go over here. Okay, this I test fitted and it's extremely tight. I don't want to damage it getting it apart to glue it, so I'm going to hope that capillary action will kind of pull some of the glue into the joints. I'm pretty sure it will. Okay. And this is the back side. That should be all right. I'll leave that alone for a little while. Then on the other side, there's going to be a gas can and a mount. So we need to put this together. Not really a strong joint, just these two ends just kind of touching, and then a piece on the bottom. That gas can I built up already will go in this. And we do have a little bit of photo etch to put on it, but I'm going to do that later. Try and get our joints lined up so where they're even, because there's no real locating pins or anything. Okay, and then it's interesting how they molded this. The front, they've got a taper on it to where it looks like it's thinner than it actually is. And this will go right here. Okay, and there'll be that open space on the back. Just put a little bit of glue on. I gotta try not to glue over the work. It's a bad habit. Let's see, this goes this way. And it fell inside. There we go. There's a small ejector pin mark on the bottom, and I can sand that later if it's going to be a problem. Okay. We'll let that set and dry for a little while, and then we'll put it on. Let's go ahead and put the rear axle and the front axle on. This has a real nice positive fit. I must say that the hole right here for the drive shaft was too small, so I test fitted that and drilled it out just a little bit, but it's good now. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, that's good. Now let's go ahead and put the front axle on. And I don't think it has a left or right. It just sits over these pins here. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, and while we're working on the front end here, we've got some little hooks. And I believe it's a horn that we can go ahead and put on. I may regret it later. I hope I don't knock them off. Just have to be careful. The hooks go like this. Like that. I see I still got just a little bit of a mold seam on that one. It was real hard to clean them up when they're loose, so I can clean those up once the glue dries a little bit more. Like that. Okay, that looks good. And then this, I believe, is the horn. It'll go right here. Too much glue. Okay, just like that. Okay, it's leaning back a little bit. Okay, on this side, we have a bracket that goes right here. I did test this one already for fit. Okay, now there's two brackets that I don't really know what they are that are supposed to go in this hole and angle forward. So it's hard to show you, but this is D-shaped to locate it, but the little pins on the back don't really have a D shape, so I don't know what angle these are supposed to sit at. So I'm not going to put them on quite yet until I figure that out. I may have to actually dry fit the floor or the cab. Okay, where'd it go? There they are right there. I've got the floor here and I haven't really even tried to fit it yet. Like something like that. Yeah, I may be able to do that. I'll do a little figuring off camera. You can see how the gas tank fits inside the compartment there. Okay, so far everything seems to fit real well. Okay, let's go ahead and put this box on. This will go over here, just like so. I believe it should have a gap along the back. It should have a gap all the way around. It stands out just a little bit from the frame. Okay, and then the gas can holder, the gas can, let me see, where do I have the gas can? I should just put that, the finished parts, oh here it is I think. Nope, that's not it, there it is. Okay. Just to make sure it fits okay. The gas can will sit in here just like this. And there'll be a couple little photo etch straps that'll go around it, but I'm going to paint the gas can a different color. So I want to leave that until I get that done. So anyway, we can go ahead and put this much of the bracket on, I think. Let's see. And the box fell off. I guess I didn't wait long enough. It's hard to, the pins are so small. It's hard to be absolutely certain I've got it in the right spot. Okay. And then we'll put the gas can mount on. These are the holes that I had to drill. So I'm assuming for different variations, they will have either toolboxes or no toolboxes, or gas cans or no gas cans, just depending on the model. I'm sure MiniArt's going to come out with a much, many more of these. It's going to be popular, I'm sure. Okay, that should do that. The drive shaft, I think I can go ahead and put in. I'll have to just, and I did check the back of the engine and it does fit there very well. This will go right here and it sits in this little slot right there. That needs to go back just a little bit. There we go. Okay, just like that. I'm kind of surprised. Some of the kits I've built in the past, the drive shafts and everything. Whoop, and see I'm knocking that loose. I'm going to have to let this sit and dry. Some of the drive shafts I've seen in other kits are in like many pieces, and you've got to put all those together. But MiniArt did that all as one and got all the angles and everything just right. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to set this aside before I knock these off and let them dry. We'll work on something else, okay? Something else I wanted to mention, these are the front brakes, and the hole in the center was a little bit too small. So I did drill those out. I don't remember now what size it was. I didn't have a metric bit that size, so I used an SAE bit, but that's no problem. Here's the muffler. And they've got this keyed really well, but unfortunately I think it's going to have a pretty big seam to work on. We can go ahead and glue that together and let it start to dry. Yeah, sanding may take care of it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, there's that. We'll go ahead and let that dry. And then I've got the radiator I want to put together. And this is in 2 pieces. Let's see, make sure I do it the right direction. Just like so. I need to do a little sanding on there. There's a little seam around it. may need to be, well, it probably won't be seen anyway, but we'll see once it's all said and done. This would be a good place for thick glue. I could use my contact even, but this will work okay. Okay, there is a seam all the way around it. This is going to be the top. So I'm going to have to look and see if we're going to see that. I'll have to fill that, because that won't look too good. There's a shroud that'll go on here too, but I think I'm going to leave that until I'm sure about the seams. Let's see, make sure we're this way. Okay, let me double check here. I may have that together backwards. Let me just double check. The pictures are not real clear. Okay. Nope, that's right. Just comparing this to the picture. It's showing that at the bottom. Okay, that is correct. And then the shroud will go here, like this. I'm not going to glue or sand. I'm not going to glue that on until I can sand and clean that joint up. So I got a feeling it's going to be seen. I'm going to have to fill it. So we'll leave that off, and I've got the little pipes for the radiator here too, the fill pipe and the upper radiator hose. Those will be done later too. Okay, for that I'm good. I think I want to go ahead and start putting this together. This is the bed. I've already taken all the parts for the big parts for the cab off, and I've cleaned most of them up. There are some ejector pin marks inside here. I scraped them a little bit, and then I put some extra thin on there just to kind of get rid of the frizzies, so to speak. I'll have to sand it some more and see. I don't think you're really going to see them, but I don't want to have big ejector pin marks in the top there. Okay, let's go ahead and work on this. This would be the bed this way. I need to double check and make sure this will go here. Let me just get my instructions out for this. Make sure I'm putting it together the right direction. Hang on, I'll be right back, okay guys? Okay, I think I've got it now. This is the big frame that frames the bottom of the bed, and there's 3 hinges here that'll fit in 3 slots here. Okay, and this will all pin down, but before this is attached, there's some other parts that need to be added from the back side. So we've got to glue this from the back side to here. This is going to be kind of a tricky little assembly. And these little slots here have to go toward the middle. Okay, like that. And then this will have to go the same way with that pointed toward the middle. I may have to take one side of this a little bit loose. Like that. Because these have got to go in between. So these, there's one. Okay, there's one. We'll get some glue on it. I'll have to test fit these to the bed, make sure everything's nice and straight. Okay, and then we've got one more. Go in here. Whoops, I was afraid of that. Difficult to do this kind of stuff on camera. Okay. I see I didn't do a very good job with the seam on that one. I'll have to see what shows and fix it. Okay, there's the frame. Like that. And this should fit those three hinges that'll go to the back. So there's some pins here. Okay, they all fit just perfect. Okay, so that's our next step, and then this will go on top of that. This is not actually going to be glued on yet, but I just wanted to find out for sure just how it all went together. So that'll be kind of like that. Okay. Whoops, and then it came off with it. We'll just leave that alone and let it dry real well. Put just a touch more glue right there. Okay, I'm going to call that good for today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. We'll be back real soon. I'll be back real soon, and we'll get some more done. Okay, talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.